Hello, hopefully we're on, and as you can see I'm back in Starfield. So let's see what we have here. I'm here at my mountain mining base at Iyxll 2. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce the name. I'm using all sorts of various mods here. So you'll see some different setups, like Wicked's landing pad here. So here we are. That's my latest ship. I have several of them now. And off we go. I've set this up somehow on a mountain, and it actually kind of works. Okay, popped out over here, fly up here. It's the best I can do. They don't directly connect, but they're close enough. And we head all the way up to this. They've done some amazing stuff. Here's my landing platform. You can look over the ship, the refueling. If you shoot those, they actually blow up and kill you, so you should probably not shoot them. That's my cargo launching platform with some of where the resources and stuff are being kept. I'll go over there shortly. I'll have a list of mods at the end here because I do use a lot of them now, but so do most people. Alright, in we go. I have a lot of this from the Argos mining base mods because it just fits with this area a lot better. Alright, in here from the landing pad is just the basic entranceway with a few shelves and a desk. Like that. And again, you come up here and more shelving and stuff. And out to here. Now if you go out here, let's see where it actually ends up at. You end up out here on this side. And you can see a little bit better the landing pad and one of our mining extractors. I forget what I'm getting out of that. But just another entranceway in where you can see the backside of most of it. Like I think I said it before, but as you see, I'm using the Argos mod because these buildings work a lot better in this setting. Okay, let's go back inside. I still have some of the interior decoration to do, like adding stuff to the walls and to the mannequins and stuff. But for the most part, this is done. Okay, in here, another storage area, mostly for weapons and that. A ready room, sort of. Alright, let's go into here. This is another sort of waiting room. That actually is a crew station. And your basic stuff. This is also where I can do most of my uniform stuff. Let's see, what can we pick up here? Vendor buys, base suits, apparel. This is where you can get like all of this stuff. It's a mod. And sometimes you can dress however you want. I like this one, but I don't use it quite as much anymore. I put my crew members in that gear. And here's the other one, the rocket engineer kiosk. And you have every single thing you could ever want. This is of course a mod, but this is how you see people with their postings having all sorts of uniforms and things. And of course the cost is that, but hey, if you're into mods, starting to do mods, you can afford to pay 10K for an outfit. Gotten up to my level, almost, what are mine now, 190. You can afford eventually. Okay, this is the kitchen sort of a kitchen area, but more it's like the observation deck, which you can, wish they had better glass here, but they don't. You could, in theory, see out everything, sort of like a rec room with its own kitchen. Okay, let's see. This area here is furnished by the mod. It comes with exactly what the buildings have, so I didn't place any of this section. But again, a lot better placement than anything I could have ever done, and considerably simpler. But it does give you your living space. You can sleep in these. She gets stuck there. That is the problem with mods. Let's go over here. Here's an area I created again, another crew station with somebody actually there doing things. I wish somebody could come out with a mod that would make the crew pathing a lot better than it is, because right now, even in a generic basic game with no mods, once you start building things, your crew sort of forgets how to navigate terrain somehow. Anyway, another weapons ready room with a lounge space. In this type of environment, multi-purpose rooms as you can. This is some of the stuff I've collected but won't ever use, like the gold, the legendary packs and that. In here is another area, the command center, that comes exactly like this for the mod. And down you go here. Lighting is kind of shitty up there. I'll have to fix that. I have to put a light in there too. And now we go into here. This one is the other entranceway that I created. This is actually already furnished by the mod. Something makes a lot of noise. One of my main crew areas, all of these are weapon benches. Again, from I think, not sure if it's in Nemo's stuff or the other collection. Anyway, at the end of this I'll have all the mods listed. That's a workbench. These actually work. This you can actually store stuff in. And another spacesuit weapon facility. This actually looks kind of neat. Okay, now outside. I have another one of these platforms. They're kind of useful. And now we have a much better area view here of the storage facilities for mining. Run over there. And this is where all of my stuff is stored. I run over here every so often, grab it, and stick it on the ship up there and go sell it. There are people who have these mining complexes to the point you can actually, how do I say, roleplay a sustainable living here, like I could do easily. Would never have to raid ships again. All I'd have to do is just sell off the produce that I'm pumping out of the ground here. It would be kind of boring, but more realistic than playing pirate all of the time. Okay, up here. Fortunately, some of these don't match exactly, so you have to hop up on steps. But if I lowered it anymore, half the building would be under, as you can see. So in here is another control station, mainly to keep track of the produce, the production and storage. And nobody shows up here. I could put a workstation. Actually, I have a couple of workstations here, and nobody will wander in here. Again, pathing. I might see somebody once in a while outside. No, torn muscle cured. Alright, so much for that. We come up here to the loading dock. Go in here. And another area, the loading dock, set up for an office receiving set. And it'd be really nice to be able to station people, but I get that for another day. Another workstation area. And then in here is the command center for the loading dock. And so you can see out, if that wasn't glaring away, you'd see a little bit better. And we come out here. And there's Rosie some reason. So this is the entire industrial mining complex on top of this beautiful mountainside here. This is actually a little tough to build because it was really hard to place all the resource gathering things and be able to build something that large on this mountaintop. But I managed to pull it off. It took about 2 months to do this one when I started the idea. Float over here. Actually on top of this thing, and it will move you around. Over here. Yep, these things are pretty noisy. I never realized that, but I guess it makes sense. So this is the base. Let's go to build mode real quick. Get rid of that. And go to toggle view. This gives you a lot better idea of what things look like. Okay, this over there, nothing. This is the, don't want to highlight stuff. This is the main complex, as you can see laid out. Like I said, it was kind of difficult to get stuff placed where it would actually make sense and match up on the mountainside, but I managed to do it. And the living area is here. You don't realize it's quite that small when you're on the inside, but I do have a couple of multi-level structures here too. This is of course the landing base. And the mining facility there with all of the connections. Alright, enough of that. And that is the home base as far as I've done it. The outside structures, I'm not changing that at all anymore. We're done with that. I may add things like make it look lived in on the inside as far as minor decorations and things like that. But it pretty much is done. I generally like when I build my bases to be less cluttered than the actual what you find, just because it's easier to maneuver. And sometimes your people will actually wander around correctly instead of being stuck in walls. Again, I'm going to search for a mod, or hopefully, I doubt it'll actually ever be fixed, come to think of it. you'll still have your NPCs standing in front of walls and stuff, but at least the area they're in will look nice. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, I'll have a list of the actual mods I used at the end of in the description. So, this is why people still play Starfield, because it has one of the better base building mechanics around. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next time I'll actually shoot people or something for some more action. Sorry about that. I have a little bit of a cold here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.